All right, everybody. Here we have Enrique doing a glide shot. And, dude, I want to live where you live. I don't know where you live, but I want to live where you live and use that circle and look at those mountains and hang out here where it's really nice and sunny and people are wearing shorts because doesn't look like that where I live. Okay, we got the ocean, which is pretty cool, but I would love some mountains, and my Jeep would love some mountains. Okay, so let's take a look here. Enrique is a glider, and you're going to take a look. Now, when I take a look at this in full speed, it looks very upper body dominant. Now, what I mean by that is if you look at sort of the midpoint of the circle to the release of the shot, it's very much, I can see kind of where he's just sort of unwinding, like passively opening up his body and kind of unwinding. We want to do a little bit better job of staying back. So let's go through this. Okay, you can see here back of the circle. I like how he's starting nice and flat. You can see his spine is pretty much parallel to the ground. If he dropped the shot, it would land outside the circle. That is, in my opinion, as good as it gets with a glide shot putter, especially someone who's just starting out with throwing. Let's take a look. Foot comes up, chest to the knee, gets super duper low. Pushes the heel is the last part of the foot. Gets the leg underneath them. Now I'd love to see the foot in the front half of the circle. Okay, so front half of the circle is always my goal. Like I said, I'm 6'3", and my standing throw is pretty much right on the inside of the front half of the circle. So anybody, in my opinion, under 6'3" needs to be with their right foot inside the front half of the circle. So we've got to try to get you a little bit more distance across that circle, and we've got to get the toe pointed more toward 9 o'clock. You've got your toe pointed back here at like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not over here at 11, but it's certainly not down here at 10. It's kind of right in the middle. The knee and the toe are pointing there. Get the knee and the toe to point at the camera, to point here at 9 o'clock, and get it in the front half of the circle. Now, you can see what starts to happen here is you've got a really wide stance with your feet. So you're going to automatically push onto your left and lift your right foot up off the ground. You just, again, you'd have to be like 7 feet tall, 7.5 feet tall to have your feet that wide. So your feet are just too wide. We need that right foot underneath you, but you're starting to look. So you're starting to look at where you're going to throw, and the head is going to lead your upper body. So see how you're starting to look? And all your weight shifts onto your left. So you haven't done anything yet. You haven't pushed at all with your right foot and your right leg. You kind of fall off of your right and shift your weight. And then there's really not a whole heck of a lot of action with that right foot. You just sort of lift it and drag it across the circle. So I'd love to see you land with your right foot here out of the glide. So glide and land with your right foot on the inside of the circle. If you can keep your right foot down, you can apply power and apply force. Think about pushing the earth down, trying to crack the cement. Push super, super hard so that you can get a fully upright posture, keep your connection with the ground, and then kind of deliver that shot and then throw that shot. See how you're off the ground? Now the shot's just about to leave your fingers. It's out of your fingers right there, and you've been off the ground and not producing any power since about right here. So no more power production. You got a straight leg and your toes coming off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of this video. So we got to do a better job. Just little things are going to help. Again, gliding and landing in the front half of that circle with your knee and your toe pointing at 9 o'clock is going to get you in a much better position. And then just work on the sequence of the power throw. So ground the left. Okay, keep your eyes back, keep your chest back, keep your left arm back, and then once that left heel drops down and grounds to the circle, then you can start to turn the right side, turn your right leg, and open that left arm and throw. But you can't open that left arm and you can't start looking down the throwing area until that left foot grounds. Okay, so that has to happen first. You're kind of landing, looking, and then grounding. It's kind of out of sequence. So work on that during your power throws, work on that during your standing throws. Okay, but everything else back here looks nice. Just get a little bit more distance with the glide. Turn the foot a little bit more, and then work on that sequence of grounding, turning the right foot, pushing through the ground, and then standing up and throwing. I think right now you're just a little bit just not in the best position to produce power. Your feet are too wide. If I told you to jump as high in the air as possible, I don't think your feet would be that wide. That seems a little bit too wide for me. I'd like to see this right foot about another, 8 to 10, maybe 12 inches this way. This left foot, I'd like another couple inches this way. And then everything will be structured, everything will be stacked, everything will be set up so that you can have a much farther throw. But this is not bad right now. I think you said you're only a freshman in your original email to me. So, hey, for a freshman, man, this is not bad at all. Just keep working on positions. Keep working on the concept that essentially every part of the throw is connected. They're different ingredients. They're different kind of parts that all connect together to build your throw. So if you're standing throw, your right foot is here. Well, in your glide, I want your right foot to land there as well. Okay? And if you're standing throw, you're keeping your weight back and going through the proper sequence. Then in the full throw, I want your weight back and I want you going in the proper sequence. Okay? So that's what I got for you today, my man. I think those are the biggest things to work on in your throw right now. If anybody else has any help or any opinions, anything that might help him out, please leave them in the comment section down below. But thanks for sending in the video, guys. If there's any help for this one, Enrique, dude, man, if you ever want to come live in Rhode Island and I can live where you live, and if you want to see some ocean for a little while and I get to see some mountains, I would totally be okay with that.